What's good, YouTube? It's about to in the building back with another banger. And today we're reacting to He Almost Died on Stream. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you, Clavicular, you gotta stop this bullshit, man. You gotta stop this drug taking shit that you're doing, all this bone smashing shit. You gotta stop it right now, buddy. You almost lost your life over some bullshit that you did on your stream. But anyways, man, with that being said, let's get straight into the video. Let's do it.
Sorry, I can't even. I'm absolutely gone.
Yeah, I'm having a good time.
Let me go sit
Hold on, my
somewhere.
headphones not
Dude,
on.
I'm gone. Sorry, I can't even. I'm absolutely gone.
Yeah, I'm having a good time.
Yeah, let me go sit somewhere. Dude, I'm gone.
Guys, things are getting really bad for one particular streamer, and I think a lot of us have honestly seen this coming. I think we all kind of knew that it was going to get bad sooner or later, but it's manifested itself in one of the scariest ways it probably could, and I mean, this is it. This is the turning point. This is potentially the beginning of the end. If something does not change here quickly with our friend Clavicular, he's probably not going to be our friend that much longer. Guys, the keen and observant August the Doug viewer may have noticed something over the last month or so. Now look, if you didn't notice this, it's really not that big of a deal. I am going to think less.
Is Buddy using that 8-hour energy drink to keep himself going, bro? Is that the only reason his ass been? Yo, yeah, he's spazzing, bro. This nigga don't give a fuck about shit. I wonder who this nigga parents is and why they even allowed of this shit to happen. If you're his parents, I'm not gonna lie. The cops, somebody had to come over your ass because he was doing this shit at 17. 17
of you, but you really shouldn't let that affect you as much as you're probably going to want to. We can rebuild. If you've really been paying attention over the last month or so, you've probably noticed that we have talked about Clavicular a lot on this channel. It feels like it's pretty much been once a week, and usually when I make those videos, it's like a funny haha thing. Clavicular does something stupid, we point and laugh, and then we get serious for like the last 2 minutes of the video, and I say something usually along the lines of like, if somebody doesn't step in at some point, shit's gonna get bad for the guy. Unfortunately, it seems like we have kind of hit that point. As of right now, it is being reported that yesterday, Clavicular OD'd while he was live streaming. Now, this has not been confirmed by like Clavicular or his team, but the footage looks really bad. There was a 911 call about a young man overdosing at the restaurant Clavicular was at. The stream was immediately ended after his friends and his team noticed. There is footage of his bodyguards carrying him out of the restaurant, and the stream has since been deleted. So I mean, we can't say without a doubt that this is exactly what happened, but it really does seem like this is probably the case. And I mean, as unfortunate as this is to say, I feel like this is something that a lot of us saw coming. Now we're going to look at part of the footage from the stream here in a minute.
You can literally see his body shutting down on him, man. Look at him. I don't know what strength this nigga got to even point a finger right now. He's in that bit like these. Like, nigga. God, boy.
I'm not going to be playing like the 911 call or the footage of him being carried out of the restaurant because I just don't think it's really necessary for this video. You know, this is kind of a difficult subject to cover because on one hand, Clavicular is a guy who has been given many chances to prove himself as like a halfway decent person, and at pretty much every chance he's been given, he has failed. He's also a guy who has been promoting experimental peptides and illegal drugs to teenagers ever since he blew up. So I mean, honestly, it's kind of hard for me to find any sympathy for the guy. At the same time, however, this guy just turned 20 a few months ago.
If you don't need peptides for whatever medical condition, whatever shit, I don't know what's that. I think that was the video I reacted to the other day. But yeah, the peptide shit. If you don't need it for no medical shit, bro, stop using it. And don't use the illegal shit either. Don't use the one that's not tested. My nigga, if your doctor didn't prescribe you with some shit, do not use it. You feel me? These niggas want to sit here and fuck up themselves so bad. They're trying to look way older than they actually are, man. Like this nigga, for example, that's always getting his wig snatched. It doesn't make sense. And the only reason he's probably like that is because, bro, that nigga probably used some drug to get himself to probably get a little bit bigger, you know. That's actually a pretty normal physique. It looks pretty normal. Yeah, it's normal physique, but you could tell he used some type of drug too that fucked his hairline up. It pushed this shit back. But Clavicular, oh, he on a whole different level. That boy is using all types of shit, nigga. Nigga, what you don't even know.
teenager for pretty much the entire time he's been blowing up on the internet. And I mean, historically, like half of the teenagers who attain the kind of fame and attention this guy has gotten don't handle it all too well. Does that excuse any of the shit he's done? Absolutely not. The only reason I say that really is because while I'm not going to find much sympathy for the guy, I'm also not going to sit here and be like, yippee, this finally happened. He finally OD'd. I've been seeing a lot of that on the internet and I just don't really buy into that. I'm just hoping that this can be sort of a wake-up call for him. I'm not super hopeful though, if I'm being honest. Millions of people across the internet have been telling him to wake up every single day, pretty much ever since he got popular. So if he didn't listen then, I don't really know why he'd listen now. To be fair, I guess this gets into territory that's a bit different than what Clavicular is normally critiqued for. Obviously, he has been critiqued for his drug usage in the past, but I feel like a lot of people, myself included, but maybe it was just me though, thought that all the talk about like using meth to get lean was just a joke, like shit for a clip. But this kind of thing breaks the fourth wall, and like when it gets outed that you're doing fentanyl recreationally, which a lot of people seem to think that's what's happening here, you might start to get a different genre of wake-up calls. I guess we'll just have to see. Please subscribe.
Nice to meet you. How are you, man?
That shit is scary.
What's up, brother?
Thank you, bro. I appreciate
Oh my god. All right, take care, bro.
Nice to meet you.
That shit's spooky, man.
Can you take it?
Can I take it?
Sorry, I can't even. I'm absolutely gone. Holy fuck.
Oh shit. Thank
Holy
you.
shit. Take care.
Yeah, so I mean, as you can see, he seems pretty fucked up. I'm not an expert on drugs or anything. I know that might come as a surprise to some of you, but no, I did not turn down a real medical career to pursue YouTube. But I mean, I feel like once you get to the point where you can no longer hold an iPhone, you probably took too much.
Yeah, I'm having a good time.
You gotta go. Like, you actually gotta exit the facility. Go check yourself into the hospital, man.
Oh my god, yeah. No, I'm having a good time. Holy fuck. Yeah, let me go sit somewhere. Holy fuck. Let's go sit down right here. Oh yeah? Haha. Oh my god. Oh my god. Holy fuck.
Okay, so I feel like it's pretty obvious that his friends and his team, like his bodyguards, are aware that he's on something. You know, generally you don't ask somebody if they're okay like 7 times in a 30-second span unless you know that there's a very real chance that they might not be. And I think that this just really goes to show that somebody who actually cares about this guy should really probably get involved with him. You know, I'm sure he hasn't made that all too easy based off some of the interviews he's given, but when somebody is losing all cognitive function in front of you, the answer is not let's go sit in a bar.
Yep.
How fucked are you?
What?
How fucked up are you?
Dude, I'm gone. Oh my god, bro.
Oh my god, I was shit.
These are like
Holy fuck.
These are like you could look at them. They're just like dumbass jocks. These niggas are dumbass jocks. They're like the equivalent to stupid niggas. These are the white folks that be just dumbass. They drink beers and crack it on their skull. Yeah, bro, chuck that shit. This is like the equivalent to a stupid young nigga. This right here. This niggas that overdose and pop pillies and yeah, bro, bullshit like that, bro. This is the equivalent.
Holy me.
So it's at this point that I think the bodyguard tells the cameraman to take the camera off of Clav, and I think it's pretty likely that he goes and tells somebody to call 911. You can see it because there's a mirror. He whispers something in the cameraman's ear and then he walks off, and the stream ends like 20 seconds after this. Shit looks pretty bad.
Bro, they not his friends for real. Look at their face. Look
How do you
at
feel?
dude on the left. He don't even give a fuck.
When did you last take blues?
Bro, what the fuck? These
You want
niggas.
natty? You want natty?
Okay, so that's pretty much all we've got. The stream ends like 10 seconds after this, and those last 10 seconds are pretty much the only evidence we have to like what actually happened here. According to Twitter users and Google, the two most bulletproof sources on Earth, when somebody says,
Man, they literally losing that nigga right before their eyes, and they're talking about you went. Man, like what the? Are you okay, bro? You want an Addy? He don't even look like he can answer that shit, my nigga. Take that nigga to the hospital. The fuck?
the term blue in the context of drug usage, it's referring to a counterfeit oxycodone pill that is typically laced with fentanyl. Now, apparently there are other things the term can refer to, but it seems like this is likely the case, especially since his friend asks him if he wants an Addy. Once he realizes that he's like really fucking gone. This was a big talking point on Twitter because a lot of people were like, oh my god, this guy's a terrible friend, but apparently it's a pretty common misconception that if you're ODing on a downer, that using a stimulant like an Adderall can help you. Now again, apparently it's a misconception, but it seems like his friend was trying to help him because he knew what he was on. Now, like I mentioned, that's where the stream ended, and still nothing has really been confirmed yet. However, again, the keen and observant August the Duck viewer would know that my sleep schedule has been absolutely fucking terrible for the last few weeks. So when I started filming this video, it was like 4 in the morning. Now it is not 4 in the morning. And in that time, Clavicular has gone live again, and he said this.
What happened? Nothing. I'm not gonna really get into it too much. Don't really want to talk about it, not gonna lie. Don't really want to talk about that, but I ain't gonna be doing any of that shit anymore.
So, I mean, on one hand, I guess it's kind of a good sign that he's saying he's not gonna do this shit again, but I mean, I feel like that's probably the mindset of a lot of people who have a close call like this. How long that will actually be his mindset, who really knows? I mean, like 10 seconds after he says this, he goes straight into promoting a club that he's apparently gonna be at tonight. So, I mean, like, I feel like this guy is surrounded by the wrong people. Hot take, I know. But there's a difference between being surrounded by people who are just pieces of shit and being around people who are pieces of shit that can, like, affect your safety and your health. And clearly we are dealing with the latter here.
No,
like, look, don't get me wrong, this guy is responsible for his own actions. He's not.
And this is not even one of these videos where I could even sit here and make a joke. Like, I can't even make a joke on this shit, because that overdosing shit is not nah, that shit is not cool. Just looking at a human being like go into a lifeless state is just like, bro, that shit is just so, I don't know. That shit is just, I don't know, so weird. Not weird to see, but it's weird to see, but it's not. It's just like, yo, I can't look at this shit. I can't even sit here and really like, I can't even crack a joke on that motherfucker. It's just, bro, what the fuck?
Some helpless kid, but I mean, like, if you have a team that actually cares about your well-being, like, at all, they're gonna say, you know what, Clavicular, you just fucking OD'd last night. Let's call off the club promo for the night. Let's stay in. But instead, there's some guy off camera saying, hey, dude, you gotta film this promo, you gotta film this video. Like, this dude's in a bad spot. Now, did he put himself in that spot? Absolutely. But he's probably not gonna be able to get out of it unless he distances himself from this team and these people that he's calling his friends. I mean, when you're 20 years old and you're running a stack, you're doing every single peptide under the sun, you're drinking every night, and then you start doing opioids, you're not gonna live very long. If something does not change, this guy's gonna die, and it's gonna be soon. That's a terrible thing to have to say about somebody, but I mean, it's just true. This has happened time and time again to influencers who have lived a similar lifestyle to Clavicular. If this guy has truly been running a stack since he was 14 like he claims, and now he's drinking while using opioids to the point where you're ODing, this guy's gonna die in like the next year if something doesn't change. You don't live very long doing those three things together. Nobody does. You can't. Obviously, I don't think many of us are huge fans of this guy, but the last thing I want to see is anybody die. So I truthfully hope that this guy can get the help he needs and hopefully distance himself from the people that might be holding him back from that. Well, guys, what are your thoughts? Like I said, this is pretty scary shit. This is the kind of thing that you can very easily not come back from and not end the way that like, oh, he's gonna lose his audience, he's not gonna have a following anymore. No, like, he's gonna die and it's gonna be over. Like I said, it's good that he came back and said he's not gonna be touching that shit anymore.
Why is this nigga so casual about it? Like, what the fuck? Oh yeah, I mean, he's gonna die. Like, you don't give a fuck.
But, I mean, to OD and then go to a club the next night, I don't know why that feels like such a bad decision to me, but it really does. It just seems like the kind of thing that after you go through something like an OD, you should probably take a day or two to reflect how you got to that point. Like I said, I hope the guy can find the help he needs, and I hope he can get away from the people who are dragging him down. Unfortunately, though, as is often the case, he's the person who's dragging himself down the most. Hard to get away from yourself when you're a guy like this. I guess we'll just have to see what happens. See ya.
Hey man. Hey man, bro. It's just nigga like this bro, clavicular, bro. Make it make sense, my nigga. You're doing the influencing shit, the influencer shit for money and shit. I get it, but that money's gonna it's not gonna take you far, right? You're like, what are you trying to be an inspiration for people to start using drugs and look their best and live until they're 24 or 25 or even 26 or 27? Like, what is your overall message to the community? Like, it don't even make sense. Like, what are you doing? To the young community that you're trying to put on for, why are you doing this shit? That's my big question, man. And that shit don't even make sense. Why are you promoting this shit to younger viewers? Or the younger viewers are picking this up because you're the one, like, bro, you know what you're doing. It's crazy, man. But hey, man. Look, that's the end of the video. If y'all like the video, like, comment, subscribe, hit that post notification button if y'all want to stay updated on the next video. Let me know in the comment section down below what y'all think, bro. I just know this shit creepy as hell, scary as hell, weird as hell to see. Yeah, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace.